Hello Aries and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading from April to June 2025 for the sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Aries. What I've done is I've taken your yearly 2025 tarot reading and pulled out the relevant cards. April, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Justice is May. And the Lovers is June. We're going to pull some additional cards by month, pull out any overarching messages as well as any individual ones, because a lot can happen in 1 month, let alone 3 in different areas of our life. So starting with the Queen of Pentacles, April, what do we have for our lovely Aries? Thank you. Message for Aries. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Two of Cups. Let's see what we have with Justice. Message for Aries. So Justice, we have the Ten of Swords, the Fool, and we have the Six of Cups. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Aries? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. The Lovers, June. Three of Swords. The Ten of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. So Aries, let's start with April time for you. So the Queen of Pentacles for me as a reader can be a person or the energy of the card. If this is your energy, male or female in a general reading, this is very powerful in terms of staying grounded, keeping your feet on the ground. We don't get carried away with thoughts. We don't get carried away with emotions. We look at the facts. We put one step in front of the other. We don't go off in some kind of wild goose chase or kind of take risks with this energy as well. So this is a very powerful energy in terms of somebody who is very grounded, very practical, very resourceful, which likely if this is your energy, you will be. It's very powerful also in terms of you have practical resources available to you here. That can make all the difference. So very positive in terms of money areas, health and healing areas as well. Also very positive in terms of creating the right environment, healthy environments, healthy situations, healthy relationships, things that bring growth, surrounding yourself by people who support you, bring you that sense of groundedness and stability. That's really who the Queen of Pentacles would surround herself by. So this is the energy at play. Very powerful in terms of health, healing, and abundance as a sign. The Queen of Pentacles is a sign of success, very positive in terms of money. It can also be somebody who might be helping you in terms of health, healing, and abundance. You might even be becoming a healer. This can be somebody who is also working with the earth in some way to bring growth. So very positive in terms of gardening projects and that kind of, or connecting to nature in some way, the healing properties of nature. It's a lovely energy of that too. These energies, Aries. So the Two of Cups is my bond between two people. It can be somebody supporting you through a time, or you might be connecting to a soul connection this month. The Chariot and the Ace of Swords is a really positive energy here for you. The Ace of Swords can represent breakthroughs, triumphs, success. The Chariot is absolutely a card of victory and triumph as well. Now, with the energies on the table, this will be very positive in terms of health, healing, and abundance. So this is a victory card. This is very powerful also in terms of a deserved new beginning opening up for you as well. You might be getting a decision in terms of a breakthrough, a victory, a triumph coming your way. Confirmation that you're successful here. But it's very deserving. You can see the amount of... The journey has not been easy. You know, the journey, there's been a lot of peaks and troughs. You can see the mountains leading to this ace. You've really had to work for it. To get to this point, this is about the breakthrough, the triumph, it's the success that's very deserving of you, because you've really had to go through the kind of like ups and downs of life, so to speak, to get here. So it's very deserving. The Charioteer is also very positive in terms of willpower and determination, taking the reins of your life and generally not giving up. This is success because you didn't give up. This is success because you kind of like stayed, keep on going forward, no matter how many setbacks, no matter how many obstacles, no matter how many challenges. This is absolutely that sense of victory, triumph, and success is yours. 2 cards of victory side by side. Now, with the Two of Cups, this could be somebody who you're connecting to that can bring in that victory. It's not limited to just love, romance. It could be a friendship that might have supported you. In terms of romantic energies, you might have supported each other through a difficult time. It can also be that sense of you might be meeting somebody here, an important connection, who you just instantly bond with. And it makes all the difference. So very positive in terms of career, partnerships, or somebody who you just instantly bond with. It's very positive in terms of offers, invitations, but also kind of feeling that your outlook is the same, your belief system is the same. It's a kind of kindred spirit soul connection. There is that sense of sometimes an instant bond formed with the Two of Cups. So this is the energy here. This Queen of Pentacles is bringing in you some kind of victory, triumph, and success. Now, with the Chariot can actually be, you have been on some kind of journey. It can be energetic. It could have been a process that you've been going through. It can also be about moving from what was to what will be, putting whatever you needed to put behind you and not looking back, focusing on what you want the end result to be and knowing that it's within your power through determination to make that happen. So a strong sense of victory tastes sweeter with this kind of energy because you kind of stayed the course. This is the energy at play. So you might be leaving something behind with this, either energetic, or it can be overcoming some challenge or obstacle. It can also be about moving from A to B in some kind of way. And like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who is absolutely connected to health, healing, and abundance. As a person, this person will be instrumental, very positive in offering you opportunity, very positive also in terms of health, healing, and abundance, and bringing that into your life in some way. So this is what I see for you here, Aries. For the month of April, there is a victory, a triumph, a breakthrough for some of you. Lovely energy. This kind of can spill over to this month because the Justice can also be about decisions. So again, if you're waiting on some kind of decision, Justice is very positive in terms of contracts, very positive in terms of legal processes, state decisions, government institutions, bureaucracy, red tape, visa applications. However this manifests for you, this can be that sense of, or if you're really wanting some kind of official stamp of approval, I talk about things like paperwork, trademarks, things to do with intellectual property rights, mortgage applications, planning permission. You understand, this would be that kind of official seal of approval as well. So when Justice appears in your reading, it's also very positive in terms of bringing balance back into your life. But it's extremely positive in terms of incoming decisions for you here, Aries, that, again, there is a sense of deservingness because justice is what we put time and energy into is what we get back. It is a karmic reward, and our efforts are rewarded in terms of the extent of our efforts. And it's that simple with justice. Minimum effort, minimum reward, maximum effort, maximum reward. But this feels like you've really tried on this. I mean, coming really from this point of view, again, if this is to do with some kind of decision that you were waiting on, and again, linking in with that victory and triumph and success, this is that sense of you're getting that kind of karmic reward from the universe. This is karmic energy, also in the form of decisions here, however that manifests for you. And you can this is the end of that kind of testing process. Right beneath beneath the Ace of Swords, we have a 10, which is a completion. This just feels for you here that you can liberate from this. You're done with it. The 10 of Swords can be a painful ending, end of a painful experience. It can be very powerful. Sometimes even when we felt stabbed in the back, betrayed, deeply wounded and deeply hurt, scapegoated, persecuted, all of those kind of energies. Again, this can be, like I said, the energy with that Queen of Pentacles, health, healing and abundance. 10 of Swords can be to do with health issues, but finally you're at the end of something, there's victory, and you can let this experience go. Again, it might well be a process that you've gone through, but finally it's ending and you can see the new light, the new day, the new dawn rising in the distance, pushing away those dark clouds, and there is a new beginning right next to this. I just feel for a lot of you here, these energies might well be linked, because again, we do have that soul connection with the Six of Cups as well. Six of Cups can be really, it can be to do with soul connections or people who are important to us. Very powerful in terms of family, friendships, love, romance, people who we've had bond with, memories with, even in the past that return into our lives in some way. Or you might be returning to a place that you knew before, even from your childhood. Can sometimes be childhood memories, that sense of rose-tinted glasses, a place that you have an affinity with, your soul place, can be a place of work. I mean, however this manifests for you, there is a new beginning here that's either affecting a relationship, or again, it's you coming back to your happy place as well, Aries, finding that sense of happy, emotional equilibrium. The Fool is lovely in the middle of all this, because the Fool is finally, I can just liberate. I can liberate. I'm getting the decision, and I can liberate from everything that's gone before. And it is that sense of everything just feels lighter. You know, the Fool's literally, high up, near the, really connecting with the sky. And it really is that sense here of I just feel that sense of lightness. I feel that sense of a weight, lifting from my shoulders, and I am ready for a brand new beginning, a brand new chapter. So powerful new beginnings, a sign of a new beginning, opening up, April to May time for you, and that sense of happy equilibrium returning within your life. And like I said, it can be very powerful in terms of the importance of soul connections, the importance of connecting to a place, for example, that you've been before as well. This is the energy at play. But I feel for a lot of you, this just feels that sense of joy. These two cards together can actually represent jumping for joy as well. That sense of finally I am free kind of thing, of whatever has challenged you here. So the Lovers, Aries. The Lovers represents two people at some kind of crossroads. So in June, there is some kind of decision to make, some choice to make. It can be about partnerships of any kind, love, romance, business, two people who generally fit together and complement each other well. There's a choice to make. It can be about the relationship itself or in another life area that really will affect the primary relationship. With the Three of Swords, Aries, the Three of Swords can be emotional pain, painful truth, third-party situation, betrayal, deeply wounded, deeply hurt. Now, it can be linked with breakups in terms of relationships in particular, or partnerships of any kind. So with this energy here, Aries, but the Three of Swords, we learn, we grow, we evolve. I always say that we learn from the thing that challenges us. We learn from the things that hurt us more than we do from our successes, more from the things that go well for us. What brings us growth in terms of life is really the challenges that we experience and how we become evolved by overcoming them, learning lessons from them as well. And I think that you're being asked to look at some significant truth here. Whatever this Three of Swords represents to you, it represents some significant truth here that the decision that you need to make, generally so that you don't get hurt again, would be the fundamental energy. Now, the Ten of Wands can represent something has become too much of a burden. That could be about the relationship itself or partnership. It could be in another life area. But this is when we feel really burdened, when we feel something has become too much. And the energy here, Aries, is you're at that point, it's a 10, where you just want to let it go. You want to make space for the new. You want to lighten the load in some way. Now, the Ten of Wands, it can represent an experience. Could be in a relationship, could be in another area of life. It can represent treatment, most definitely. But it can also represent something has become too heavy in terms of effort. So it can be, sometimes I describe it as traveling 2 hours to work, traveling 2 hours from work, the long working hours, a lack of flexibility, over-delegation, not employing enough people. This can also be the same, for example, and it's the easiest example that I can give you in terms of a workplace. It could be a neighbor experience. It could be a friendship experience. Something has become too much, however that manifests for you. And again, it might well be that you don't feel that you have a healthy balance in this scenario where you spend all your time doing whatever the Ten of Wands is, and it can be over-delegation. The easiest example I can give you is long working hours, and I don't get to do anything else. I don't feel like I've got any work-life balance. So for some of you, it feels here, there may well be an opportunity here to break through the thing that causes you emotional pain, hurt, or seeing some kind of painful truth. That it's time to let go of something for your highest good that's become too much. And sometimes admitting the truth to ourselves as well is not always easy. So these are the energies at play. It can be about the relationship itself, an experience that you're having. It could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. For others of you, it can be other areas of life where you're like, you know what? And sometimes we're sad to, if it's a work thing, we're sad to leave. Sometimes it can be, I like the people, but, this journey is absolutely too much. So, however this manifests for you, the Three of Wands is you doing something about it. And I do like the Three of Wands because this is the sun in Aries. This is absolutely when you're coming into your own and you're at your creative potential. You're really tapping into that creative potential to create the reality that you want. The Three of Wands is about turning your back on a situation that no longer serves you, and it can be moving in a direction where you feel optimism and positivity. So for some of you, it can represent a job, a business opportunity. You might be pursuing and opening up, broadening your horizons in some way in terms of business, endeavors, projects, initiatives, career, and so on and so forth. The creative juices are flowing. Really asserting yourself in something that you 110% believe in as well. There is growth on this path. There is expansion on this path. And there are ships that are around you that are coming towards you. They're coming into the harbour. They're not quite in the harbour yet with those ships in the distance, but they're absolutely coming in. So very positive energy. The Three of Wands, you can see it kind of mimics the sand, the actual ships, the water actually mimics the colour of the sky, and it almost looks like sand. And it really represents one's will to create, one's will to, when we take action and 110% believe in creation and our ability to create and manifest, then we can bring growth from even the most sparsest seeming situations. This is the energy here. So this is a very creative energy. The ability to create the reality that you want is about broadening your horizons here and moving in a direction that you feel that there is new optimism, aligning with a path that you feel you should be on heart and soul. There is growth, there is expansion, and feeling that positive things are coming your way. Now, you could look at that in terms of love, romance, broadening your horizons, turning your back on a situation, and there are ships coming into harbour. There are good things coming your way. You could see that in terms of business or other areas of life. So this is the energy at play here, Aries. I feel that you're overcoming some kind of challenge here, some kind of emotional pain in a scenario, but being very clear, I think, by the end of June, in terms of where you're going and what you're doing about it and what needs to be let go of, and feeling pretty confident and positive in terms of creating what you need to create. So that's what I have for you, Aries, for the month, for the next 3 months. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Aries? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Let's pull an Archangel Michael message to finish off your reading. I've got a few oracle cards to pull. Message for Aries. You can see the sword there, which is like the Ace of Swords as well. So we have number 19. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. So this is about being truthful with you, seeing the truth as well, being true to you. And like I said, these energies can be sometimes advice, again, over the next 3 months that you can come and check back in to say, again, these cards can give you advice that you might need a bit of a refresh on. So let's see what we have for you. Let's pull an energy message. What do we have for our lovely Aries next 3 months? Angel, spirits, guides. Change, number 12. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull another card. What do we have for our lovely Aries? Message for Aries. Next 3 months, angel, spirits, guides. Message for our lovely Aries. Thank you. Oh, this is so lovely. I talked about new energies. We've got fertility. Very Empress energy. Very the birth of the new. But fertility is when we can create. And it goes back to that creative energy that I was talking to you about here, Aries. So we have number 37, fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. So fertility is the birth of something new. It could be a very good sign also for those of you who are wanting to get pregnant in the next 3 months. It can also be cultivating the new, planting new seeds. You could see that in business career. You can see that in terms of relationship sectors. You can see that in other areas of life, cultivating the new. Even a new project, initiative, idea, hobby, however that manifests for you. Let's see what we have for you, Aries. Let's finish off with a destiny message. Destiny message for our lovely Aries. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit here. Destiny message for Aries. Next 3 months, thank you. We have stillness. So let's see what we have for you. Stillness. So the picture is called the frozen tundra. Take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if just for a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within. Listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing. Think things through. Forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. Now, it's interesting, Aries, because this is I'm putting this right next to fertility. You might well be coming into this reading here. You have felt still energy. And again, it can also be sometimes we have to take a step back to reflect on our decisions as well, to see the big picture, to get perspective. But I feel for a lot of you here that there is, again, that sense of if you have felt stuck, we've got change, we've got that sense of make a decision, maybe some kind of reflection time, but also that sense of if you have felt stillness, I feel that there is so many new energies in this reading and creative energies as well, that it's a very fertile period for you. Aries. And I also want to say the swan is actually a sign of graceful transformation for me. It's linked with those two words. And it's keeping your dignity, keeping that sense of grace, taking everything in your stride. You don't see a swan panicking, even though it's working really hard underneath the surface. This is that sense of just feeling that you just believe that the hard work is going to get you to where you want to go as well. So this is that sense of always linked with graceful transformation as words for me as a reader. Aries, that's what I have for you for your next 3-month tarot reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months, and I will see you next time.